Hello, everybody. This is Jason with Akers Pest Control. Hello, Julie. Hello, Kenju. Thank you for the $5 donation right off the bat before anybody has said anything. Here, you sit. Let's see. How am I going to put you? I'm going to put you. Oh! Who is that? Who is that right there? Are you right there? That's you. That's you. You're right there in that camera right there. Look, watch. Ooh. See that? All kinds of stuff to get into. What you gonna get into? Huh? This is Finley. Alicia is not feeling the best tonight, so I'm gonna hold him for a few minutes. Oh. He's a big boy. He'll be a year old next month. Hello, I've been waiting for this all week. I have bed bugs. I just got the crossfire. Did you hear that, Finn? She's got bed bugs. What would you do, Finley? Jason, do you think there is a bigger bed bug infestation today than in the past? Why, yes, I do. Yes, this is Finley. Like I said, he'll be a year old in October. And he decided to wake up right as I was getting ready to stream. And he is now looking at my desk to try to figure out if there is anything that he can reach within his hands and grab and ruin and throw around or put in his mouth. So, he's got my eyes, I think. Yes, he's looking for something to get into. So one of the problems with bed bugs now compared to the way they used to be is that pest control, so I'm actually probably going to do a video on this soon. Pest control companies have started a new, fairly new process that they go through. So if you call somebody to come out to your house and they're providing you with pest control, a lot of times they do what's called IPM. Did you find something to get into? Did you find some trash to mess with? Don't do that. IPM, Integrated Pest Management. That's what it stands for. It's basically the way it works. And, you know, okay, all right. That's the mail. You don't need that. Here, Rory, here. Finley is bored. You could take him. So, I just like to show off the babies every now and then. So anyway, integrated pest management. So I'm going to go over this in a future video. I haven't made any videos. I've only done live streams because I just haven't had time to do videos. We were out of town for a couple weeks and I just have not had the time to make anything for a while. But integrated pest management is a process that people go through in pest control where they basically take care of a problem once a problem arises. I practice preventative pest control, where I don't want a problem to arise ever, and so I go into houses and I treat houses inside, outside. I do everything. Integrated pest management is a new thing where you're applying the least amount of pesticides possible in order to take care of a problem, and a lot of times problems will arise because pest control businesses are not practicing preventative pest control. So this is the way I was raised. This is the way I was taught from the time I was very young, is you go in and you treat a house preventatively. Just like if, you brush your teeth, okay? People brush their teeth. They clean their teeth. They get the grime and goo and all the crap off their teeth so they don't get cavities, so they don't have to maybe go to the dentist as often. All right? If you go to the dentist after a problem has arisen, you're going to pay a whole lot more. But if you practice cavity prevention by brushing your teeth, flossing your teeth, then the idea is that you won't get cavities. All right. The problem with prevention in pest control is that they're not doing it. All right. So if the standard practice in pest control was to go in, treat baseboards around windows and doors inside a house, that was part of your pest control plan, then preventatively, if someone were to go out to, say, a hotel or friend's house who had bed bugs, and they brought bed bugs into their home. The bed bugs, when you set your luggage down on the floor and the bed bugs crawl off of your luggage and they go to the baseboard, they die, because the baseboard is a place that bed bugs like to hide. And so they go there and they die because preventatively you have a pesticide there as a residue. If you're not practicing prevention and you're practicing IPM, we're only going to tackle a problem once it's arisen, the problem gets worse, the problem's spread, and you end up with a lot more people with a lot more bugs. And that's not a very good practice in pest control. I talk bad about IPM all the time, but I'm actually developing a video that will actually go over and pinpoint and show you how IPM is bad. IPM is not bad always. I practice IPM. If someone calls me with a cockroach problem, I've never been to their house before, of course I'm going to go out there, I'm going to use integrated pest management, I'm going to get rid of their bugs, but also I'm going to set them up on a prevention plan and take care of their problem for future. So that's if you can understand what I'm trying to get at. That's the meat of it all, is IPM. And this is actually an insert in the Virginia manual. So I don't have any manuals right here beside me right now, but in the Virginia manual, the state manual to get certified for health, the health division of the state manual, it actually has an insert for bed bugs, and Virginia state blames the bed bug outburst on the fact that pest control technicians are not treating. They're doing more baits for like roaches and stuff, and when they come inside, they're not actually treating baseboards anymore. This is not just in homes, this is in apartments, this is in huge complexes. A company can send a technician in, they can apply 2 or 3 little drops of bait in each apartment, and they're in and out in an hour. Whereas if they were actually doing a preventative pest control plan where they go in and they treat baseboards and everything like they should be doing, it may take them 2 or 3 hours, to do an apartment complex. So just to try to explain that. I hope I explained that well. I've got bed bugs in my wooden wall. I kill 1 or 2 every week. What does that mean? What should I do? You need to treat your house. Whether they're in the wall or not, if you treat your bed and the bed bugs come out to crawl, they will crawl over the treated bed and they'll die. IPM sucks. They don't work with the customer to achieve results. Correct. Well, they're supposed to. They're supposed to work with the customer, and it's supposed to be a two-way street where you basically work with your customer and you try to form a plan in order to get rid of a bug. But the thing is that the problem with IPM is they really, the core of IPM is solve the problem. But the core of prevention is don't let the problem become one in the first place. And then you don't have the problem. See, that's the thing. If you treat a house, so if you're treating a house for general pest control, let's say you have a 2-story house. Well, my house is a split level. So part of the house is over 2 stories tall, and the other part of the house is a single story. So if I go around the outside of my house and I treat my house with a B&G, a regular 1-gallon B&G, which is on my Amazon site. If you go look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. In fact, I'll show you. Let's see. So if you go here and you go to, let's say, I don't know, bed bugs. Maybe there's one in there. All right, this right here. This is a B&G. All right, so I'm going in your house and I'm spraying with this tank right here. There's pretty good pressure on that. If you have it full, all the way up, full, nothing's been sprayed, nothing's been used, you got full pressure, you can usually get that thing to treat maybe 2 stories tall. You're going to miss peaks. You're going to miss around windows up really tall. You're going to miss a lot of stuff. You're not going to be able to get around dormers in like Cape Cod homes. And there's a lot of places you're going to miss. You're not going to be able to get into. All right, so you can't do that spot. So if you do not go inside and let's say wasps or flies or stink bugs or ladybugs or all the things that come into the house, if they are able to get past that barrier you've put up around the exterior of the house, then there's nothing in the house to kill anything, and bugs are perfectly happy living in your house. Once they get in your house, it's nice, it's comfortable, they'll live there. They don't have to go back outside, and so they'll stay in your house. And now you have an infestation in your house that if preventative pest control had been practiced and someone had actually come in the house and treated inside as well, not just the outside, then when the bugs do get past that exterior barrier, they die. Not every house is the same. Sometimes exterior is all people need, like a ranch where you can get to everything because it's all one level. Yeah, you can get to stuff. It's easy to do a better exterior job, but not every house is the same. And even in the perfect circumstance where you have a ranch and you can get to everything, there's still the possibility that you have areas where the chemical's just not applied correctly and you have breakdowns in the barrier and bugs can get through. If you the pesticides will last longer indoors than outdoors. Let me give you an example. So Onslaught Fast Cap, I just started using this pesticide. It has a 30-day residue outside, so it will last for a whole month around the exterior of a house under UV, like sunlight, rain, weather, stuff like that. But if you treat inside, it lasts up to 90 days. So even after the 30 days and bugs are able to get in past the barrier, they die when they get in the house because the chemical's still effective. So that's why prevention is better than IPM. I don't believe IPM is proper prevention. That's the difference between me and a lot of these guys that practice IPM. Everybody's talking about Finley being adorable. He is adorable. He gets it from his mama. He gets a cute face from his mother. He gets his eyes from me, I think. But everything else is from his mother. He got a pretty mom. Is there any way to put them on one side of the house with the window open to the side dries? Okay, so with animals, so you want to treat your house and you have pets. So if you're going to do a crossfire treatment, it only takes a couple hours for the chemical to dry. 4 hours tops. I mean, usually I tell people 4 to 6 hours until it's dry, whatever's longest. Basically, that's what I try to err on the side of caution and tell people, don't re-enter until it's dry. So as long as you treat everything within 24 hours of mixing your chemical, then you're good. So let's say you treat the whole house, except for one room where you put your pets. Treat the whole house, let it dry, and then 4 or 5 hours, go in that room, treat that room, don't let the pets in that room, and let it dry. Then the whole house has been treated in a day and you're done. That's what I usually recommend for people. Now, if I'm going into a house and I'm doing a pest control from somebody, I'm going to do it all in one go. If they need to be able to figure out a place to put their pets where, whether it's in a kennel or whether they take them with them in the car or something, usually I do require that my customers remove the pets from the house before I treat a house because I don't have time to be going back and forth and moving pets and doing all that. So usually I do require my customers to move their pets. But if you're going to do it yourself, it's a lot easier for someone to move their own pets around the house than someone else to do it. IPM doesn't work because they just leave you to get bugs again and then call them again. Exactly. It's all about revenue. IPM is a really good way for pest control businesses to make a lot of money. And I've always been of the mindset to eliminate a problem and then practice prevention. Not everybody's going to keep you in pest control. Not everyone is going to keep you for, forever. They cancel. Once they get rid of their problem, they cancel. That's normal. They'll call you again if they need you. But I try to practice prevention on everything. Prevention is key. It's key. Most of my customers have me do monthly pest control. That's the way I have everybody set up. So I go every month, once a month, 12 times a year. I go to their house to make sure that they don't have any bugs in the house. And when I go back, I ask, I'm like, have you had any bugs? Have you had any spiders? Have you had any ants? And no, they're just dead. Dead bugs everywhere, just dead bugs. And that's what I want. The ones that I always have to do callbacks on are the ones that you're not going to regular enough, like bi-monthly and quarterly customers, where you're only going like 4 times a year, and those people get bugs because you're expecting a pesticide to outlive. Like I said, like if you're using Fast Cap is a 30-day residue outside. That's not going to work on a quarterly basis. Most pesticides don't outside. If you treat the outside of a house, the exterior, even if the label claims 90-day residue, the problem is there's lots of things that tear chemicals down. UV light tears chemical down. Water, rain, weather. People will move the chemical. People will move dirt and mulch and stuff away from the house. And then that's no longer treated. And so people will get bugs. In 90 days, a lot can happen. A lot can happen in 90 days. So, let's see. I've just found your channel about a week ago. I'm researching bed bugs. Well, you came to the right place. That's all I talk about. Well, that's not all I talk about, but that's all people ask me about. I'll talk about anything. Like I said, I have my baby right here. I'll talk about my babies all the time. I've sprayed with the suggested pesticides on baseboards around furniture. Let's see. Do you know if Apprehend has a lot of success when being applied the first time? Yes. Apprehend is a pretty successful pesticide. The problem is that you don't want to do it yourself. You want to allow a professional to come in and use Apprehend. Apprehend is a very specific pesticide. It has to be applied a very specific way with very specific application equipment. You can't just use a squirt bottle. You can't just use a regular B&G or a spray tank. It has to be a specific type of chemical, applicator, because it is a mold spore. And if you give it too much pressure, it actually tears apart the mold spores and it won't work. And if you don't apply it properly or use too little pressure, it won't be applied to the mattress or to the baseboards or anything properly. So you really do, if you're going to use Apprehend, you really do need to hire a professional. You really do. So anyway, so let me show you guys. Now I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm gonna for a minute. So this is my bedbug course. How to eliminate bed bugs like a pro. Look at this. This is really neat. I'm sorry. I think this is cool because I'm just, bestseller, 4.8 stars, 42 ratings out of 151 students. People find me on YouTube. Everyone who's bought my course is on YouTube. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that has come on here and looked at my course and reviewed my course, and I appreciate it. That's all I want to say. I think it's really cool that I'm the top rated bedbug exterminator on this site. It's pretty neat. So anyway, say that. Links in the description if you're interested. It's a pretty good deal. But anyway, a lot of people here in chat have already seen it. Oh, what pesticide do exterminators use when they spray? Well, if it's for bed bugs, I use Crossfire. Crossfire can be purchased on Amazon. I've got a link to Amazon, my Amazon. But that's the MGK product. So if you go to my Amazon page, which is right here, which I'll link it in the description, or it's linked in the description, but I'll put it in chat. For anyone watching this, because I save all the VODs, so the VODs go up to my website and you can view them later on YouTube. But so if you're watching this, just links are in the description, but if you're in chat, it's live. So if you go to bedbug supplies, which I've got flea control, bed bugs, cockroaches, carpet beetles, lice, tick control, bird mites, fruit flies, termites, all kinds of different stuff here to look at. So if you go to bedbug supply right here, and there's Crossfire is the third one on the list. If you click that right there, that'll tell you what price. So Amazon right now is charging $40.07 for one bottle of Crossfire. That's the MGK product called Crossfire. That's what I recommend for bed bugs. That's what I use for bed bugs. If you hired me to come out to your house to treat for bed bugs, I would spray Crossfire. That's what I use. And that's what I recommend. That's what works the best. Hey, Ty. So, also, that actually reminded me, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is right here, and let's say you're on my live video right here. See, there's my live video. If you scroll down, you can click subscribe right there. You can like my video. You should like my video. I only have 9 likes and there's 28 people. 9 likes. There's 28 people in here. You guys need to click that little thumb right there and go, hey, Jason, you're cool. But anyway, or not cool. I don't have to be cool to get a like. In fact, I've got tons of dad jokes and they're pretty awful. But anyway, if you click the join button, you can actually join my channel and become a member. And I've started doing some members only videos. So let me explain to you how a members only video works. I have on my YouTube channel, I have a community tab right here. If you click community and you go here, I see this is the stuff that everybody can see. This is FastCap. This is the product I was just talking about. But if you see, there's all kinds of posts on here. This is my community tab of the YouTube channel. When I post a members only video, it goes in this community tab, so you can click it and go to it. Now, it's not going to show up here because I'm not logged in, but you know, basically that's the way it works. But I want to explain to you what a members only video is. A members only video or a members only live stream is just going to be pretty much me sitting here hanging out talking about different things that interest me. May not have anything to do with bugs at all. It's not going to be any kind of specific information on like how to kill bed bugs, how to kill flies, how to kill ants. All that stuff is always on my channel for free right here. You go through my channel, look at all my videos. That's always going to be available. The only stuff that I'm putting on, the only stuff I put on my members only page is stuff that's you interested about me. So basically it's an OnlyFans, but I'm not naked. I'm not naked. I'm not going to do that. My wife would not like that, and you would not like that either. But it's basically, you could go out, like I've got a video already filmed for my members only page that I'm going to put up as soon as I get a chance to do it, about hobbies and stuff I'm interested in. I did one talking about why I started YouTube. I'm going to do one about how I got my business started, what kind of steps I took to create Green Acres Pest Control, my wife and different things that interest her. I might even do a live stream where I cook something because I'm vegan and people always wonder what I eat. That's what's in my members only site. So if you're, you don't have to join if you think it's some kind of a paywall that I'm not going to still teach you about pest control. That's not what members videos are for. It's just for people that want to support the channel, that like what I do, and like to learn a little more about me. That's what the members videos are for. So, anyway.
It's like OnlyFans, but then all these
I already said it's like OnlyFans, except I don't get naked. I already said that. That's my wife. She hollered down the steps and said, make sure you know it's like OnlyFans, just not naked. But anyway. But Kenju and Ty are both members. You get the little stars on your, so if you look at the chat, you can see the chat down there where it shows you the little stars, and then they can, like Kenju's been a member for a whole month. She's working on his second month now, so he's got a pale blue star, and then he's got you can use the little special emotes and stuff like that. Like if you want to do bed bug, you could do bed bug, and then, well, it won't work. Maybe because I'm not a member of my own site. There you go. And so you can make a little bed bug and chat like that. So, and you get the little emotes and things like that. It's just little, just a way to help promote the channel, because the thing about YouTube is YouTube monetization is a roller coaster. You never make really a lot of money on YouTube. You never really get anything. People are always wanting to donate to me and give me stuff. And it's like, you don't have to do that. I'd rather you just be a member, and then you can do cool pictures and stuff inside the chat and things. And it's just, nifty things. You can learn about me and my family and my Disney trip, or, stuff like that we talk about. So anyway, enough about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about some bugs. Somebody asked me a question about some bugs. Actually, Jamie says, hey, Jason, I have a 100-year-old house, and I've got most all pests under control, but occasionally I get these tiny bugs around the drains. Do you know what these are? They look like tiny mites. So if you mess with them and you touch them and they spring forward like 2 or 3 inches, they're called springtails. So you need to, if you message me on Facebook and send me some pictures of what you're dealing with, I might be able to better identify what you got problems with. And I don't mind doing that either. And there's Kenju again, paying me another $5. See, Kenju is already a member of my page. He pays me $5 a month to be a member of my page. Yet he comes in here, and the very first thing he does before anybody says anything is he gives me $5. And now he gets in chat and he says, gives me another $5 and says, and I know they take a good part of this, because YouTube does do that. If you pay super chat and you do a super chat, like at the bottom, so like, let me see if it'll let me do this. If I go here, and then you chat, there's the chat right here. See where you can chat right here. You sign in, and if you click the little $sign, it won't let me show it. Hold on a minute. Let me see here. Well, I can't do it. Hold on a minute. Let me hide this. Hide that. And then hide my camera. Where's the camera? There. Boom. I'm gone. All right. So you see how you've got this little thing where you can sign into chat. It'll have a little $ and you can donate through Super Chat. And so basically what that does when you donate through Super Chat is it will give me like a percentage. Like they keep, like out of $5, I think they keep like 4 or 3, I think. You don't get a whole lot. But it's not, that's not the point. It's really not. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I don't need the money. I just like to help. I really do. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. It's great. It's humbling. Trust me. Because you don't need to give me any of your money. I can't figure out how to join the community. Well, you got to do this. You got to click this button right here. Well, look at me. That's a horrible picture. But anyway, you got to click this join button right here. Join. Join. Hey, Jennifer. Hello to my favorite bug channel. But you ought not be skipping work and trying to come in here and chat and get in trouble. But anyway, if you click join right there, you can join. That's how you join the community right there. You got to click that button. You got to log into YouTube and click join. So for those that don't know, Jennifer Lego, she is my mod. She is my only mod. Well, she's not my only mod. She's the only mod that comes visits. My other mod is Alicia, which is my wife, which is right here. Right here. What's it? Right there. Right there? There. Over there. Because I got a big U-shaped desk. So this, I'm inside the U, and she's on the leg of the U over there. And so she's sitting there, and she could get in chat, and she could drop in, and she could help mod my channel, but she won't do it. Instead, she's over there sitting at her computer. But anyway, Jennifer's my mod. She comes in every now and then and hangs out. She's also a member. So, anyway, I want to see. I think I can turn my chat on. How do I do that? Hold on a minute. I'm going to skip around for a minute. Let's do the scene. Where's chat box? Chat box. Alert box. Chat box. Let's see. Can you see it? That's it. Oh my goodness, there it is. Alright, so if I put that and copy that, because I don't want it to come up on this scene, go here, and then and here, and go B. There we go. And I can put that there. Look at that. Now you guys can see the chat too, right on the video. So that way when I... Alright, so let's see. Nick says I already joined. Let's see, how's the new job? Oh, that's Jennifer and Kenji talking back and forth. So, there's several ways that you can get bed bugs. You can get them from hotels. You can get them from friends or family. You can get them from schools, restaurants, school buses, public transportation, metro stations. There's lots of different places that you can actually get bed bugs. So,
if you have a job that deals with like the public on a more intimate level, like nursing, paramedic, firefighter, in-home care, housekeeping, that sort of thing, that's going to get you more exposure.
Right. Right. That's true. Let's see. Is it possible that I'm not applying Crossfire correctly with a cheap garden sprayer? What exactly am I looking for in a spray pattern and quality? So, the thing about sprayers is, with bed bugs, the places you want to target are cracks and crevices and seams. So, when you take a bed, let's see if we can find a good picture. Let me look for a good picture of a bed. Bed picture. That's a good picture. Let's copy that image and let's do this. Alrighty. So, you got a bed, right? Let's hope you have a bed. Alright. There's your bed. That's a comfy bed. You have a very nice bed. I like that bed. I'd sleep in that bed. Alright? So, the problem with this bed, as far as bed bugs go, let's try to make it bigger, is the bed bugs are going to go in places, let's see, right here. All right, so that's a crack in your headboard. When I say you need to treat headboard, footboard, bed rails, and everything, that's a spot. So the bed bugs, I would like to call and thank you in person. Did not want to interrupt. Oh, I don't think I have the phone lines open. I had forgotten all about phone lines. Well, let me go over this real quick and then I'll turn on the phone line. So from here, right here, this is a spot here. That's a crack in the bed. This is a crack in the bed right here. All right. And actually, there's a crack here where the board joins. And there's a crack here where the board joins. I mean, I'm just looking at a picture. I'm guessing. There's also a crack here down the side. There is a crack here. There's a crack all along here. Right there. See that? That's a crack there. That's a lip. It's creating a seam. That's a crack. Oops. Right there. All right. These are places that you want to target when you treat your headboard and footboard, bed rails, places like that. All right. Then, let's see. Let's do a mattress. A mattress. Images. I'm afraid what might show up. I don't want to get in trouble here. All right. That'll work. Copy that image and then go back over to Paint. All right. Let's try this one now. All right. So to treat a mattress, the places you want to treat on a mattress. All right. You want to treat the seams. Okay. So here and here, especially there. You want to turn this lip up because that seam actually has a little lip on it. You turn it up. You treat under it on the bottom of the seam and the top of the seam. You treat this seam here. So this is a big heavy-duty mattress right here. You treat this seam here and this seam there. And this seam here and this seam here. Top and bottom of the seam. This mattress also has little divots on it. So like these little divots right here. There's one there. There's one there. You know, all these little divots all over the bed. That's creating a place that bed bugs can harbor in the bed. These little seams right here. This is a seam. See that real curvy thing? That's a seam on the bed. They're right here too. There's a spot there bed bugs can hide, and they will. They will lay eggs in those spots, and they'll burrow into those spots. So you want to treat those spots. You want to treat heavily in the seams of a mattress. That's the places you want to target. So you got to think that when you're using a sprayer, this is how you pick a sprayer. This is why I went over this in the drawing with Jason or whatever. It's because I want to explain what to look for in a sprayer. So you're going to buy a garden sprayer. Most garden sprayers are designed to mist. So they'll do like a fan like this. That'll come out like this out of the tip of your sprayer. All right? That's the best I'm going to do right now. But anyway, it goes out like a fan spray or a cone spray. That's not really what you want to treat the seam of a mattress. What you want is you want a tip that's pointed on the end and it shoots a straight stream or a jet stream or a pin stream so that you can get really good around the seams of your mattress, because you really do need to treat the seams. You need to really pay really close attention to the seams of the mattress. Those are the places that bed bugs are going to retreat to. You don't really need to spray the entire mattress. I know a lot of people will. A lot of people will fan spray like this over the entire mattress. That'll kill bed bugs. But the best way to do it is to target the seams, the places that bed bugs are going to burrow in. They like to burrow into the cracks. And so just like on this bed, let's see, let me go back here. If I can get back far enough. There we go. Just like on this bed, the bed bugs are going to burrow into all of these cracks that this bed, and these cracks also will double on the back of this headboard. If you pull this bed out away from the wall about a foot or two so you can get behind the headboard, you'll notice these cracks are in the exact same place on the other side of the headboard. And so when you pull this whole mattress up, you take the box spring up, you treat inside, everything inside. You treat the bed rails that run from here to here that hold this mattress up. Both of these bed rails need to be treated. You need to treat the box spring. Open it up on the bottom of the box spring. Treat inside the box spring. It's really labor intensive doing a bed bug treatment correctly on a bed. It is very easy to screw up a bed bug job because you're not applying it to enough places. The way that I learned how to deal with bed bugs and cockroaches, mainly cockroaches, but bed bugs is the exact same premise, is if there's a crack and you have not treated it in your home, especially when it pertains to beds, chairs, sofas, expect bed bugs to be in that crack next month. Even if it's crossfire and it's not a repellent chemical, the bed bugs, just expect them to live in that crack. I was always taught you treat every single crack so that the bugs can't crawl in it. If they crawl in it, there's a pesticide residue there that will kill them. That is usually the reason that people continuously have problems where they cannot get rid of the problem, is because they're not thorough enough and they're not using the proper spray equipment. So a B&G has a multi-jet nozzle. Let me show you what it looks like. B&G, I think it's multi-jet like that. Okay, so see this little nozzle right here? Let's see if it'll bring it up. Yeah, there you go. So when I use my B&G, I can twist the rim and I can rotate this around. So this is a fan spray. This is a very fine, like a mist fan spray. And this is the pen stream. This is what I was talking about. If you've got an attachment like this, this is for those seams. This is for the cracks. That's what this setting is for. This is to force the chemical where it needs to go into the crack. This hole right here is for a injection tool for like in a wall void, but we won't go over that because that's not really what we're talking about. But these are the different settings you'll use to treat your bed for bed bugs. And this pen stream right here, that's really, really important. And when you're buying a B&G or a sprayer or whatever, a plastic sprayer from Walmart, you need to make sure that it does have the ability to actually treat in a crack and a crevice. That's very, very important when dealing with bed bugs, when dealing with cockroaches, ants. Ants also hide in cracks and crevices, and they're getting in now because we're going into a new season, so the ants are crazy and they're trying to get in. So if you're trying to kill those, you need to make sure you use something that can penetrate into the crack. That's where the bugs live. So hopefully I explained, but that might be what's going on. Also, another reason that people don't get rid of their problem is it's not that they're not killing the bugs, it's that they're continuously reinfesting with the bugs. So let's say they're in the trunk of your car. Maybe you helped a friend move 3 or 4 months back. They had bed bugs, and you transfer the bed bugs into the trunk of your car. Well, now you go to Target and you pick up something at Target or Kroger or somewhere. You go to the grocery store and you pick up groceries and you throw them in the trunk, and then you bring the groceries in your house and a bed bug's on your stuff. You never really get rid of your bed bugs because the bed bugs are in your car. So bed bugs can infest your car. You need to treat your car. I've got videos on that on my YouTube channel. You can find them. You need to treat your, you need to pay attention to where you work. Make sure you're not bringing anything in from work, because work is bad. If you're in healthcare, if you're a school, if you're a social worker, something like that, you can absolutely bring bed bugs in from these locations. I have treated schools for bed bugs where the students were bringing them in on their coats. It happens. It actually is pretty widespread. So, anyway. Yes, so a lot of people do believe that a widespread spray nozzle covers a wider area, that does a better job because you're spraying more chemical out and it's covering a bigger area. But truthfully, bed bugs live inside cracks and crevices. If you can target those cracks and crevices, you will get rid of your bed bugs faster. You won't have them for as long. A lot of people say it takes several months to get rid of bed bugs. A lot of times you can eliminate bed bugs with the one treatment as long as you target the right areas. And that's not just bed bugs, lots of bugs. But anyway, hold on just a minute. I'm going to be right back. Let me run just for 1 minute. I forgot that scene had a picture of toilet paper walking away, like using the bathroom. I forgot. I just thought it said AFK. It says AFK. So like when I select my scenes, it's like AFK. Oh, it says I'm gonna have to put words up there. It says I might not be using the bathroom. All right. Now I'm refilling. Not that I was using the bathroom. I didn't say I was going to use the bathroom. I didn't say that was what I was doing. All right, so let's see. Somebody asked a question. Phone lines are on, by the way. I turned them back on. I didn't realize they were off. Somebody says, I hear coconut oil on skin repels bed bugs. That's not true. So somebody did text that. Does mosquito repellent on skin repel bed bugs? I don't know if that will repel bed bugs or not, like off or DEET. I don't know. I know the way that DEET, so the way DEET works is mosquitoes land on you. So let's say you spray yourself down with off or, Cutter or whatever brand, but it's got DEET in it. When the mosquito lands on you, it actually burns their feet and they fly off. So they don't actually bite you. They land on you, it burns them, they fly off. So that's how DEET actually works. But anyway. I know it works on fleas. It keeps fleas off of you because I use it when I do flea jobs and it works. And I know it works on mosquitoes because they eat me alive too. But sorry about that for those that wanted trying to call in. I hope there weren't too many people trying to call in because I did not have the phones on. I did not realize that Skype was not on. I had rebooted my computer and it does not turn it on automatically because otherwise it'd be ringing all the time. All right. Crystal Prince says, just getting here. Grateful for your information. We live in an apartment. We just got Crossfire for bed bugs. We also are having an issue with roaches, spiders, and ants. What can we use with Crossfire? So let me tell you a story. I treated an apartment that had cockroaches and bed bugs. The guy was only paying me to treat for bed bugs. I went in, used Crossfire, treated for bed bugs, and guess what? The roaches died. But I'm not saying to use Crossfire for roaches. I'm saying use Crossfire for bed bugs. But if the roaches die... Anyway. Wish he lived in Georgia. Georgia's too hot. Georgia's too hot. I like Virginia. Virginia's nice right now. I got out this morning. It was 54 degrees. It was beautiful. Beautiful. I like Georgia. It's pretty. Where's that place we were at?
Where?
In Georgia.
We stay in Pooler, right near Savannah.
Pooler in Savannah. Yes. I'm going to do a plug. I'm going to plug somebody real quick. What's the name of that restaurant?
Oh, you'd have to Google it. It's right there. It's a Japanese restaurant.
Sushi Hana?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Let me show you this. I want to show you this place. Alright? I don't plug people. Alright? But if you're ever in Savannah, Georgia, and you're visiting Pooler, which is where I usually stay, right around here, when I go to Savannah, I stay right here. Alright? There is an exit. Let me see. Is it... Where is it? I think it's right here. Is this it? Yes, this is it. Alright, so I usually stay at this Embassy Suites right here. This is where I like to stay. Here, or I stay, there's another little restaurant over here that I stay at too. Oh, this one right here, this Home 2 Sweets place right here. All right. This sushi, if you like sushi, now I'm vegan, so I don't eat fish or anything like that. I just eat like regular, like what, cucumber and avocado or whatever. This restaurant right here, they got 4.5 stars, 990 reviews. They are one of the most fabulous restaurants that I've ever been in my entire life. They are just really just amazing. This place right here. And you could tell them that a weird exterminator from Virginia that goes to Disney and stuff and stops in there every single time I go through Georgia, every single time I stop at that restaurant. They are just phenomenal, amazing. They're just really, really good food there. So I recommend them. And it's very reasonably priced too. But anyway, I just want to talk about it. I miss it. I do. I would go to Georgia, drive 6.5 hours just to go to that restaurant. It's that good. It's really, really good. So if you're ever in Savannah, stop by. Tell them that the exterminator sent you from the Green Acres. Yeah, Kentucky is nice weather. I like Kentucky. Kentucky has nice weather. And they also have the isn't that where that place is, Lisa? What's it called where they throw the rolls at you?
No, it's not there. Lambert's Cafe is in like Missouri and Alabama.
Lambert's Cafe. Oh, yeah, it's in Gulf Shores.
2 in Missouri and 1 in Alabama.
Yeah, that's right. Because I was in Gulf Shores. That's right. I was young. I was really young. I was like 15 when I went there. But Kentucky's nice too. Oh, I got a call. But didn't even make a noise. Hello, this is Jason with Green Acres. I think my sound might be messed up. Hold on a minute. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Stay with me. Audio and video. Microphone's working. I think you can hear me. But my sound is not working. I'm going to have to get that fixed. I'm sorry if you just called. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you at all. So I'm going to have to hang up and see if I can fix my sound settings. I think it's Discord. I really think it's Discord doing it. I gotta close Discord. There's something wrong with my sound. Alright, so you hear that. Y'all can hear that. Skype. Let's see. Settings. Sound and audio. Microphone's working. Okay, if you just called on Skype, you can call me back now. It'll work. Sorry about that. That's the problem when you have to reboot all this stuff and the settings go all the way back to normal. I know what happened is Skype updated. That's what happened. And my computer wants to update now. It's got a little yellow ball in it. It says, your device needs to restart and install updates. Select the time to restart. Never. I never want to restart my computer ever again. I love Wisconsin winters because all the bugs go away. Wisconsin, did that family live in Wisconsin or is it Minnesota?
My sister lives in Wisconsin.
Yeah. There we go. That's the sound. Hello, this is Jason with Green Acres Pest Control. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I recognize your area code.
Do you really? Yeah, I bet you do. You're not too far from it.
No. What's going on?
Yeah, I just want to thank you. You helped me out with the crossfire, and actually watching some of your videos convinced my wife to let me do it. Literally, I'm doing a retreat right now, and had taken a break and stopped to watch your show for a few minutes.
Cool. Well, I'm glad you stopped to hang out. You know women, though, they don't like you take too many breaks.
Well, yeah. Yeah. You know, she was real hesitant on it, and we had some I'm gonna say big box pest control companies
Yep.
come by, had to pay for estimates, and some local ones. And after watching a few of your videos, she's like, "Yeah, we can do this." I'm like, "That's what I needed to hear." So got on Amazon, ordered some Crossfire, and having at it so far. And she kind of freaked out because she started getting eat up a couple days ago, and I'm like, "Well, we watched the video. It's at the 3 week point. Um, this is what was going to happen, probably."
That's right. Usually you
I had
do,
a
if you're
question
going to
for you.
treat again, usually the 3 week point is where you want to do it. Like 3-4 weeks in is what you want to do if you need to.
Honestly, I wanted to do it at 2 just to be safe, because if I'm not mistaken, it was you could do every 7 days or 10 days.
You can do it every 7 days. That's right. Once a week.
I was going to do a 2 week just because, like you had said, when you get to your 3 week, it's getting at its weakest point, just to be safe. She's getting eat. All we found was one casing, and I found one dead, and that's it. I'm worried about the couch, though. That seems to be a problem, like hard to get them out of there. I don't know. You can tell me that.
Well, I did a house up near Richmond, and this was maybe 3 years ago, and they had one of those couches with the motorized, legs that come up, and the headrest and all was all fancy. And that thing, when I flipped it upside down, it had so much mechanical mess underneath it, and it was so full of bed bugs. I even told the lady, I said, it's the only time, it's the second time in my career that I have told somebody they might want to actually throw away a piece of furniture because it was so full of bed bugs that I just felt like I couldn't do a very good job treating the couch. Couches are a little different than like a box spring. So a box spring is just a box. But a couch is like several boxes like nailed together. So you got your back piece as a box, you got your armrest as a box, you've got the part you sit on as a box, you've got all these different pieces of plywood and OSB nailed together, and then they've got, upholstery over top of it. And so there's so many cracks and crevices that the bugs can hide in. And then if you go and add a mechanism that can raise and lower it, that's even more stuff you have to try to treat around. And so it is very difficult. It's not like it can't be done. You can treat your couch, it'll kill them, but you may have to treat it more often in order to keep your couch. It would be cheaper to treat the couch and kill the bed bugs than replace the couch. You're not going to spend as much money as it would to replace a piece of furniture treating with Crossfire. Even if you had to treat 3 or 4 months in a row, you're still going to be able to, you'll come out ahead treating with Crossfire and killing the bugs.
Right, yeah. I went ahead and bought I just broke down and bought a gallon of it. I figured, might
well,
want to
it
do
makes it easier
at
to
least
mix less too, because the problem with those 13-ounce bottles is you got to mix the whole thing because you can't properly really measure it right, because it's really just a guessing game. And if you use other equipment to try to measure it, it's very difficult to get the 6.5 ounces to a half a gallon, and a lot of times 1 gallon is more than enough. And so if you can mix it like 8 ounces, and then you only mix enough for 8 ounces, so you're not having a whole bunch of chemical that just goes to waste, because if you let it sit more than 2 or 3 days, this stuff turns to jelly.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't had to deal with that, but I did have another question. For somebody that's amateur like me doing this, what can you recommend for disposal on the excess left over? Because I don't want to dump it outside. I watched something you'd said about the bees. I'd hate to do that.
Oh no, you don't want to do that.
What can you recommend for that?
So
No.
what they do, I'll tell you what people have done, and then I'll tell you what I have to say by law in Virginia. Okay, but first I'll tell you what people do. There are a lot of people that have told me that they will take the pesticide and they will save it and they will just use it and it works. I don't
Oh,
think it works much after 2 weeks, honestly, from what people have told me. Now, I use it. I just did a bed bug job yesterday, and I used every single bit. I did 2 bed bug jobs in one day. I used it all. That's the way I like to do it because I don't like to leave anything in the tank to sit overnight. I think it's gross. It turns into this, like I said, it turns into this white. It's almost like silly string that comes out of the end of the tank.
oh,
It's nasty stuff.
oh
It's really
wow.
gross, and it will ruin your sprayer. And so then you have to take the whole
Mm.
thing all the way, tear it all the way down, clean the hoses, and it's just a mess. So I use it up. I only mix enough that I need for the job. I use it up. But if you've got excess left over, Virginia does have a um, a plan in place where you could take the chemical. They have the disposal places where you could just take it and they'll throw it away for you.
Really?
That's
Okay.
yeah. So if you've got there's like 5 different locations in Virginia. I think Pennsylvania does it where they'll get rid of it different places. But the way Virginia is set up is there's like 6 different. I think it's 6 different sectors in Virginia, and like Northern Virginia up around Hampton area, they're like this is the day that you go to dispose of it there, and then down there like Virginia Beach to like Farmville or whatever, they've got a space that they said this is where you go to get rid of it here. This is what day you need to do it, and so they have it set up. You have to go to the Department of Agriculture's website and look it up, and they've got a map drawn out, and they'll tell you what year and what day and when they do the disposals, and you can just take it to them and they'll dispose of it for you.
Oh, that's great to know. Yeah, no,
And that's with
I
any
appreciate
pesticide.
that.
That's not like I've had people that have given me like bottles of chlordane and they still have it, like old bottles, the brown bottles of chlordane in their basement and stuff. And they say, "Can you get rid of this?" I said, "Yeah." And you just take it to them and they'll get rid of it for you. The state will get rid of it.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's great. I just want to add, I had watched another one of your videos. I hate to say I stumbled across it because of bed bugs. It's
Right.
bad to say, but yeah. Um, we had about 5 or 6 pest control companies come out, and you were talking about, I mean, in a nutshell, honesty. They all said you can do this yourself. The last big box pest companies that come out said this is what we use. The young man actually got on his phone and was like, I'm like, can I buy this? He's like, no, I don't know. Got on Amazon. He said, looks like you can buy this on Amazon, and this is the same thing. You know, we're gonna pay $2,400 to spray the house, and we did it ourselves, and seems like we've had really good results.
It's a really
So
good chemical.
I just want to say, it seems like the pest control companies here that I've dealt with are very honest.
Well, I just tell people how it is. I try to just, I mean, all right. So the thing is, I actually have people that have told me on my channel that say, "Well, you'll always be a one man show." They say you telling people how to do your job, and it's like, well, the thing is, as a do-it-yourselfer, when they price compare, they're going to want to do it themselves anyway, and it's better to tell a person how to do it correctly, so they don't poison themselves, they don't poison their dog, they don't poison their cat, they don't hurt anybody in the process, and then they're able to get rid of the problem, and the government doesn't jump in between us and say, okay, now that somebody got hurt, we got to take it away from everybody, because that's
Right.
what happens. And so as long as you do it right, you follow the label, and you follow all the directions, you'll be able to get rid of your problem. And that's where I come in, because I don't mind telling people how to do it. I don't mind showing people how to do it. I've got videos showing exactly how to do it. And I would rather show somebody the correct way to do it than have somebody end up hurting themselves or their children or somebody, or worse, themselves or somebody. I mean, that'd just be awful. I would hate it if somebody would, Crossfire's pretty safe, though. I doubt you'll poison yourself. But, the thing is that there's always a chance that somebody will get hurt, and I don't want anybody to get hurt.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there something, I'm sure it is, can you overspray?
You're not, yes. So the label says right on it to treat surfaces until wet but not puddle. You don't want the chemical to
Right.
run off and run out in the floor. I did a job, and I won't say where, I won't say for who, but I did a job where a competitor had come ahead of me, and they had sprayed, I don't know what it was, but I know it turned white and milky. So there's only a couple of chemicals that still do that, other than like Dursban. Dursban's not even around. Diazon's not around anymore. But they sprayed it so much that it ran across the floor, and the guy's like, "Don't do anything, let it dry." I went behind him like 3 days later, and it was still, it wasn't a puddle, but it was a dried spot the size of a football out in the middle, just run all out in the middle of the floor. And I'm like, that's an absurd, gross use of pesticide. That is way more chemical than it would take to kill something the size of a quarter inch. I mean, you're talking about bugs. You're not talking about a person. It doesn't take gallons of chemical to kill a little teeny tiny bug. You know, it just takes a little bit. And he just, I mean, he's like making out like this is the only way to kill bugs, and he's flooding the floor. And I'm like, that's just stupid. That just makes people think more is better, and that is not the way that pest control is supposed to be. And that's gonna get everybody in trouble. That's just dumb.
Oh wow, yeah, no, not like that, no.
Yeah, but you just use it. You use it like it actually. Like I was showing earlier about the mattress. You don't even need to treat an entire mattress. I mean, you can. I know people that do, but I mean, if the mattress is completely infested, then you really don't have an option. But most of the time, you just treat the seams. You open your box spring. You treat inside the box spring. You treat your bed rails, your headboard, and your footboard. Treat your couches and your baseboards through the house. And usually that's it. And that's all you really have to do. I've treated dressers and nightstands and stuff too. But that's a rare thing that you even have to do that, because the bed bugs aren't going to get a blood meal from a piece of furniture. They're going to get a blood meal from you. And as long as they crawl out and they crawl across your stuff. Like I had a guy ask me a couple days ago about some comic books. He's got like 4 or 5 big boxes of old comic books, and he keeps them in his bedroom, and he's concerned they might have bed bugs in them. And I'm like, well, just leave them next to the bed, treat your bed, and when the bed bugs crawl out to bite you, they'll die. And then you don't have to worry about throwing away your comic books, because you can't heat treat them. You can't take them and you know, do things to them to kill the bugs in them. You'll ruin your comic books. So you just have to kind of sit them there and let the bugs crawl out if they're in them at all. Likeliness is, if mild infestation, they're probably not in them at all.
Well, it's very interesting you say that. I have my old vinyl collection of original LPs.
Oh,
and
you
they
can't eat those. You'll ruin them.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so what you do is you just leave them in the room. If you really think there's bed bugs in them, most of the time, people just believe they can't see bed bugs. You can see every stage. You can see the eggs. You can see the babies. You can see the adults. You can see every stage of bed bug. And a lot of people just think that they just feel like they're in the stuff, when most of the time they're not. I mean, 98, 99% of the time, I go into houses, and the bed bugs aren't actually in any of their belongings at all. They're just really on the bed where they can get a person. You know, those are the places they're going to really be. That's where they want to be.
Right. I had a major problem, and I don't know, it looked like an earlier video you did. You treated a couch that reclined, actually kind of like mine with the 2 ends. You did a sectional, you did a bed, but it was like a modular home with all the strips.
That's the
on
only
the
one
walls.
I've done. Yep. Oh yeah, they'll get behind the strips.
Oh really? Well, yeah, that's actually what I'm doing, and I literally watched one crawl in behind the strip on the wall. So I've sprayed the strips too. I didn't know, like, that's why I was asking about the overspraying.
No,
okay.
You need to treat in those, because if you've got a mobile home, you need to treat those strips. You need to treat behind those too. And the guy didn't have them that bad in that specific video. I mean, they were really bad in the bed. I mean, I showed how bad they were in that mattress. But the thing is, in the rest of the house, they weren't actually living on the wall. They weren't living behind those strips or anything. But a lot of that video, I didn't show treating the baseboards. I didn't show treating the crown molding, because you can only show so much on a YouTube video, so somebody's just going to go click off of it and look at something else. And so I'm trying to be as quick and explanatory as I can on how to do the job, and also keep it under 15 minutes. And so, and so it's like there's only so many things you can show. But like, so just to reiterate, you treat all the cracks and crevices that you can, especially crown molding and the spots where the paneling joined together, where it's got the strips up behind the paneling. You got to treat all that stuff. If you've got
Okay,
wainscoting,
that's what I was asking
if
about
you've
the
got the
overspraying. Yeah, it
wainscoting
seems
where
like,
the chair rail is at the middle of the wall, you treat the chair rail too, because the bed bugs go behind that too.
all right, well, good. You've settled me a lot. Yeah, I thought I was overdoing it, but watching that, I'm like, well, I need to spray
The
that.
thing
Spray that
is,
crown mold and spray them strips.
The label of Crossfire even says to take pictures off the wall and treat them if necessary. The picture frames and everything. It says right on the label that if you pull a picture frame off the wall and you see bed bugs living on the back of a picture frame, you even need to treat that. You need to treat everywhere the bed bugs live, everywhere, including luggage bags and everything. It's a pretty loose label. That's why I like it, because it allows you. See, in pest control, the label's the law. You have to follow the label. If you don't, you get in trouble. And so it just allows for the treatment of anywhere bed bugs are, which are the places that's what you need to do. You need to treat everywhere the bed bugs are. And that's a problem with a lot of labels, is they won't even let you treat a mattress. Like Alpine WSG is a really good chemical for bed bugs, will not let you treat the mattress. Let you treat everywhere else, but you can't treat the mattress.
Yeah, right. Yep.
If the bed bugs are living on the mattress, you're not going to get rid of the problem. So.
No, that's what I like about the Crossfire. Definitely, yes.
So, but you have
Well,
a
I
really great
appreciate
night.
what
I
you're
appreciate
doing.
you calling.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good night.
No problem. You have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Just trying to catch up on some reading. People have been chatting. So somebody had asked earlier about if a bottle of Crossfire would be enough. One bottle would be enough to treat a living room. Absolutely. A bottle of Crossfire would treat a whole house. Our house is about, 2,300 square feet, 22,000 square feet, something like that. And I treat the whole house with less than a gallon, like half gallon maybe. Let's see. Question: what can you spray outside for bed bugs? Nothing. Don't spray outside for bed bugs. You're not supposed to. They won't live outside. Cold winters will not kill bed bugs. The porch has them, and even the carport. So I had this happen before. I had a lady that had a carport that was infested with bed bugs. She had all of her lawn furniture there. Treat the lawn furniture if the bed bugs are in it. You could treat it if the bed bugs are there. But typically outside, around the house, like the exterior of the house, you don't treat. Bed bugs won't be there. They'll be on.
Bugs.
Yeah, they might be bat bugs. It's possible, but this lady actually had bed bugs living on her carport. I treated it myself, so. But bat bugs are a thing too. If you have bats, they bring bed bugs. It's a type of a bat. It's a bat bug. It looks like bed bugs. It looks the same. In fact, that's what these are up here. I don't bring these out very often because they're dead. Not as exciting if they're dead, but see those? Is it gonna work? There you go. See him in there? Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Is it not going to work now? There we go. That's a bat bug. So that's what they look like. Sorry, my camera wouldn't focus on me again. What were you saying?
I said you have a very odd love of bugs.
I love bugs. I eat because of bugs. I love bugs. If it were bugs, I wouldn't eat. I love bugs. See. I'm fascinated with bed bugs though. But the cool thing, all right, is you got to understand is I have a relationship with bed bugs because when I was 17, I did the research. I learned how to kill bed bugs by myself. I did what you all are doing in my chat right now. Except the internet, there was no YouTube. There was no Google. When I was 17, I went to the library. And I sat in the library and I read the World Book Encyclopedia. I read the Encyclopedia Britannica. I pulled the Dewey Decimal System. I read books on bed bugs. I read articles that I pulled out of the newspaper on bed bugs, and I learned how to kill bed bugs by myself. And that's how I learned how to do it. And every day, I learn more about how to perfect my ability at killing bed bugs. My very first bed bug job, I killed them all with one treatment. I was so proud of myself because I didn't know what bed bugs were. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I did after I went to the library and researched. I knew what I was doing, but it took research. It took a lot of time. It took 2 weeks. I met the lady on the first Wednesday of the month. I booked it for the third Wednesday. She said, "I don't know if you can kill bed bugs. Can you?" And I said, "Yes." And then I went home. And I told my dad, and he said, "Well, now you got to learn how to do it because you done promised somebody you can kill them. You got to learn how to do it. Go to the library and read about it." And I spent 2 weeks researching bed bugs. I developed my own mode of action. I went in, I killed the bed bugs. One shot. I was so proud of myself because I'd never done one before. I didn't know bed bugs were a thing. Now they're everywhere. Everybody's got them. But you got to research. You got to do your research. And the way you do it, so what I learned is I learned about DDT. I learned about, all the different chemicals people used to use to kill bed bugs and the ones they use now. And like I said, this was like 23 years ago. So, the things people used and how to get rid of bed bugs and the family of pesticides that people use to get rid of bed bugs. And that's how I did it. That's how I did it. In fact, I got my birthday's in December. It was February. 3 months. 3 months after I had turned 17, I got my license. I got my license the following February. I had just turned 17. In the summer of that year is when I did my first bed bug job. So I've been doing bed bugs ever since I've been licensed. 23 years, ever since I got my license. That's why I like them. They interest me. I've done the research. So don't make fun of me.
Spiders too, though.
I don't like spiders.
Oh my God! You're wanting to watch that spider spin its web and eat.
Oh, I hate spiders. I hate spiders. I don't like spiders, but I learn. Don't make fun of me.
Black widows.
If you sprayed the entire couch surface but don't flip it over and do the underneath part, will they still die crawling out and cross over the top to get to you? I mean, theoretically they can, but why wouldn't you flip it and treat it inside? How long will Crossfire last mixed in the sprayer? No more than 24 hours usually. Annie Craig says, in the sprayer you should use it within 24 hours. Can you talk about what they excrete, not just poop? What bedbugs excrete? Bedbugs excrete digested blood. It's like oily little ball bearings. They look like little teeny tiny little black balls. That's what they look like. In fact, I might have poop. Let me see. Alicia can make fun of me some more. Is there poop in here? There is poop in here. So look, let's see. Is it gonna work? See, that's their poop. That's a bedbug poop. Look at the little poopies. There's the little poopies. Right there. There we go. I'm tired. So, I have a Discord. You are welcome to join the Discord. It's in the description. In fact, I think I can link it. Let me see if I can link it. Let me see if I can link it. Alrighty. Oops. There you go. So that's Discord. Discord is like a chat thingy. Where you can go in, you can chat, you can hang out with me, chat with my peoples. And I get crazy at night. And a lot of times I'll jump in there and just talk to people at random times at nighttime. And I was in there last night. We were talking about some crazy stuff. So if you do join the Discord, you're going to see a side of me that nobody ever sees. And they've told me on there that I can let loose and be myself. So, I mean, I'm always myself, but I can let loose in Discord to be as weird as I want to be. So just so you know, if you come into Discord, I'm a weirdo. So I say weird stuff. If there's anybody in here right now that's in Discord, they'll tell you it's true. Let's see. got to talk to Jason, back to spraying, maybe then show's over. There ain't no reason to be starstruck. I'm just a dude. I'm just a Virginia redneck sitting here in Bedford, Virginia, hanging out, talking about bugs. I ain't nobody special. The bed bug bites take so long to heal. I actually have scars from the bites. You know, there was a woman that was fighting, I think it was Alicia that actually told me about it, my wife, but there was a woman in New York that was fighting with a landlord that wouldn't do anything for 6 months for her bed bugs, and she had scars so bad from the bed bug bites that she actually won over $2 million lawsuit against the landlord for not doing anything about it, just for pain and suffering. She said she couldn't even go to the beach and wear a bathing suit because the scars were so bad from the bites, because people have such a different reaction. Everyone's got different reactions from these things, and some of them are pretty severe reactions. So, and Tiggy Bear says, my husband and me are both totally weird. Well, see, I was playing World of Warcraft, so I play World of Warcraft. It's a game me and my wife play together. In fact, let me tell you a short story. I've known my wife for 30 years. We met when she was 7, and you could do the math. That's she's 27. And we've known each other, like I said, for 30 years, ever since she was 7 years old. And we played World of Warcraft together, and that's the way I told her that I loved her, because I'm a coward and I can't tell somebody in person to their face. And so that's the way I did it, was in World of Warcraft, because I'm a coward. But that's what I did, and she'll tell you, she saved it. She screenshotted it and saved it and said she'd been waiting for me to tell her I loved her forever. And I finally told her.
20 years.
30 years, right?
20 years. It took 20 years.
20 years, yeah, but you're only like 21.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, we've known each other 30 years, but she's only 21. She's really young. Can you ever get rid of bed bugs with a cheap sprayer? Yes, people do it all the time. But I went over it. If you want to rewind the video all the way back to the beginning, and you can watch that part of my video. I go over the differences in sprayers and stuff like that. I'm not a furry, Jamie. We're not going to go there now.
Weird like 20 years ago, weird. Like Weird Al Yankovic.
Weird like Weird Al. I'm weird like Weird Al. I've got a weird sense of humor. You know, I got a dark sense of humor. But I try to keep that to myself. But I got a weird sense of humor. But I think the chat's going south. Let's not get too adultish in the chat. We don't want to talk about being furries or anything like that. Let's not talk about that. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. All right? Let's keep this PG. PG. How often should I spray Demon Max? It depends on what you're trying to get rid of and where you're treating. Demon is typically once a month outside. Exterior, once a month. Once every 30 days works the best. See, now everybody's trying to get me in trouble. Trying to get me in trouble. Start talking about how I'm weird and they want to get me in trouble. I got 39 people in here. Y'all should be liking this. I got 23 likes. I got 39 people in chat. You guys should like me. Go to thumbs up. Thumbs up. Or thumbs down. You can give me a thumbs down too. I don't mind. If you don't like it, I don't want to force you. But tell me you don't like it. Because YouTube likes interaction. So the more you interact with my video, the more other people see it. So, good night, Ty. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Would a trigger sprayer work? You would have to be more specific. I'm not sure what a trigger sprayer is. Is that a really angry exterminator that's just triggered all the time? Is that a trigger sprayer? Sometimes I'm a triggered sprayer. See, Tiggy Bear says, I smooshed that like button. So you need to smoosh the like button too. Everybody should smoosh it. But, so if you've just come in here and you're just hanging out with this, see this, now see this right here? That's World of Warcraft right there. Because I'm a hoardy. But there's an American flag back there too. Why ain't that's supposed to be in there? See, there's my American flag. My wife gave that to me as a gift one year, a couple years ago, I think when we first moved in here. And I hung that up on the wall, and I put my horde thingy up there. And I got this one. I'm not really looking forward to hanging this one, but I got this one too. But I got to find a picture frame for that one, and I don't need a picture frame for that piece of garbage. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm really not weird. I'm really more of a nerd. That's what it is. I'm a nerd. Like, I got this on. So this is a kit of screwdrivers. I got them to fix like video game systems for my kids because I like to fix stuff. Let's see what other stuff I got here. See, I got
a Roanoke cup up there.
Got that Pokemon. I got this one. I got that one. I got that one. All right, these are mine. These are mine. I got this one. All right, I've got lots of other stuff over here. I've got this. That's my Minecraft pop. That's not mine. I think it's cool, so it's sitting here. I got this. This is my Murloc coffee cup. It holds a bunch of garbage in it right now. Like I got a flash drive, stuff in there for my computer, and I've got a World of Warcraft gaming mouse around here somewhere. So, because I'm a nerd. Let's see, I'm using the Smith R200. So let's look up this sprayer together, y'all. This will be good. So, Smith R200. Actually, let's do this on Amazon. Let's go to the Amazon page and look it up there, because that might be better. Oh, that. Okay, so is this a sprayer? This is what you're talking about, right? Let's look at it. Because I think I've got this on my page, actually. And I think I put it there because of the tips. There they are. So this is what I was talking about with the tips that you want to use. See how that's a fan spray there for overall, but the tip you want is that brass one, that straight pin stream tip. That's what I was talking about in the beginning of my video about using that in order to treat around the seams of your mattress, because that little pin stream tip right there. Says you see right over here where my finger is on the mouse, it's actually zooming in to show you on the right, but I'm actually pointing to that brass one. That's the best one. That's the one you want to use to treat for bed bugs around the seams of your bed. This is more for overall, like that little orange one there. This is crap. I don't know what this is for. I don't honestly know what this is for at all. I have no idea what that is for. But this is for seams and cracks around baseboards, and like we were talking on the phone with the one guy about the crown molding and stuff, that's what you want to use for that. And then this little fan spray, that would be like for a mist overall, but I don't think you really need to do that for bed bugs. You just mainly want to target your seams. In fact, that's what the label of Crossfire says. So if you look up the label, I'll show you. So this is what I recommend everybody do this before you even buy a chemical. Ever look up the label. So it's real easy. There it is. I found it. It was the very first search in Google. That's the label for Crossfire. So you want to see if you can actually mix the chemical that you're going to buy. If you think you can't handle what it tells you to do on this label, don't buy it. Hire somebody. But if you go in, let's zoom in, because this is really easy to do. All right. It says Crossfire, all right, it talks about how it is to kill bed bugs. For best results, vacuuming surfaces is recommended prior to treatment. Spray bed bugs and eggs directly whenever possible. Apply as a pin stream. So that's what I was saying, like a pin stream. That's the type of stream you want to use. That specific nozzle is a pin stream, coarse spray or low pressure spray for crack and crevice, carpet perimeter, and direct spray applications in and around non-food areas where bed bugs and their eggs may hide or harbor. For example, on and or around baseboards, floorboards, millwork, bed frames, headboards, wall hangings, furniture, door and window frames, walls, closets, window treatments beneath floor coverings, as well as on other non-washable items that may come into contact with bed bugs such as luggage, shoes, and backpacks. So that's where I was trying to explain that you want to use something with a pin stream attachment so you can treat in the cracks where the bed bugs are. That works. That works. It works. It works really good. Really, really good. So, anyway, I'm using a Smith R20. It seems to be doing for what? For the amateur. Let me see. Yeah, that's why I found. I've got sprayers. I wonder if they're easy to get to. I don't think they are. But I've got sprayers I bought over a year ago. Over a year ago. Brand new. Never been used. From Amazon. I bought 3 different sprayers. But I've had so much construction going on in this house that I have not been able to do the right type of video. But I've got a video planned where I will use each one of them. They're sprayers she picked out, my wife. She picked out the sprayer. She said, this is what I would buy if I were to do pest control. And then I'm going to rate them and see how I would use them as a professional. If they actually would hold up to a bed bug job or not. But I just got to have the time to do it. I just don't have the time to do it. So, anyway. Oh. Love that mug. I'm a crazy cat lady. Takes all kinds. Well, see, this mug right here, this was a special mug. So, World of Warcraft has a monster in it called a Murloc. And they're fish people. And they attack you. By the like 10, 15, 20 of them will attack you all at once. And you just die. All right, you die because they attack you. And it doesn't matter if you have a group of friends. They attack your friends too. And they just kill you. All right. This is a cup. This is a Murloc cup. This is a green one. We have a blue one somewhere around here. And another green one too. But this, I bought this a while back because I really liked it. I don't really drink out of it anymore. I did for a little while. It's kind of awkward to actually drink coffee out of because it's got this weird little lip around on the inside. But I set it on my desk because I think it's cool. I like it because I've been playing World of Warcraft since World of Warcraft was new. And I like the game. I enjoy it. I'm a nerd. That's the kind of stuff I like to do. And so I've got the cup there because it's cool. I like it. I like it. But anyway, that's why I've got that cup. What do the eggs look like? The eggs look like about a third of a grain of rice is about the size of a bed bug egg, and they're white. Translucent, white-ish color. They look like mini Tic Tacs, honestly. Yeah, that's my emoji. That's my Jason emoji. I also got this one that I made. That one. Do that one. And let's see. This. These are all of my special emojis. The more members that I get on my channel, the more emojis I can post. So I can actually have, right now, the maximum I can have on my channel is 6. But as I gain more members, which the way you become a member is if you go to my YouTube and you go here and you click join right there. Or if you go to the main YouTube page, which is here, and you click join right here. Right there underneath that big old spider. Click join right there. So, anyway. If you do, I can make more emotes. Emotes and stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's neat. It's neat. It's like Twitch, but I don't like Twitch. So, Twitch lags me real bad. If I try to stream on Twitch, I lag out. I don't like Twitch. So, anyway. It has been an hour and a half. It's 30 minutes past what I normally like to stream. I've been a long day. I worked all day today. I did 28 stops today. I've been working all day. So I am ready. I am ready to go to bed. So.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. But Jamie, you should join Discord and send me messages and teach me how to do that stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. I just know how to get on here and talk about bugs. So, if you have any advice for any videos you would like to see me do and discuss that aren't live streams, just videos that I record where I talk about stuff, leave it in the description or the comments below. I would really appreciate it. But y'all have a really great night, and I got to go to bed because I'm tired Every Thursday night we live stream. I try to, usually around 9:30, somewhere around there. I have been on earlier before. Really appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. There's 27 people in here now, but I'm gonna have to go. I hate to leave you guys. I really do. When I get a room full of people, I hate to leave. But I hope you guys have a really great night, and I hope you enjoy your life wherever you are. So y'all have a great one, and I will see you next time. So.